Peter, thanks for joining us. We're here at the Olympic Park in Stratford for the Champions Festival. Could you just explain a bit about what you're doing here today with UEFA?
Yeah, we've had a pretty full day. It really is a good chance for us to showcase what futsal is all about. So we've linked up with UEFA and we've had our Centre of Excellence players in who are part of our regional development scheme. Above that we've got the development squads who then feed the senior squads. So they've been here today doing some training and the England seniors have just concluded this evening's proceedings with a game against Barcelona's under-23s.
Barcelona ended up 6-3 victors. How do you assess English futsal compared to that on the continent at the moment?
We scored the first goal and I asked the referees how long there was to go, but it seemed a very long time. Having just been in the European qualifiers, we now know what the gap is. There is a gap, but I don't think it's as big as some people imagine. It's certainly a gap that can be closed quite quickly. I think we know what we have to do, and some of it just revolves around more access to the players, just so that we can get used to the kind of coordinated movements, set plays, and really team ethic that we need to build to have a really good go at some of these more established nations. But we're really up for it, and having been there, we just want to do it again and again.
How good a game is futsal for young players to get involved in?
Yeah, I mean, part of my main job with the FA is to look at young player development and the development of coaches who work with those young players. And I think more and more we're seeing futsal as a real vehicle to improve the kind of technical and tactical skills that we want our players to have. And if we can begin putting that in at a very early age, when they are 17, 18, 19, 20, they're going to be a different type of footballer, and hopefully one that can cope at the highest level. The FA's just launched its new 4-year strategy on the back of the youth review, which is looking at smaller sided formats for our youngest players. So we're just trying to stop the temptation to get our youngest players playing 11-a-side too soon. So we want them playing smaller sided, getting more touches of the ball, getting that real connection and confidence on the ball, so that when eventually they go to 11-a-side, they're equipped with so much more than we've given them perhaps in the past. They're an excellent futsal team. I'm just glad we didn't play them on a futsal court because they were very, very tasty. But that's the kind of experience that our players now need. They need to be up against players whose movement and whose technical ability is of the highest calibre, so that they can begin to cope with it and feel as though that's the norm. But it was a really good experience for us tonight.